The only way you can defeat Manibus in Nightmare Prime War event is to follow this 3-step strategy. The first and most important step is preparation. You see, preparing for a battle with Manibus is very different from any other battle in Prime War. The Biomass Rockets that have become familiar to everyone are completely useless against the main boss. The only way to penetrate the Manibus shield is to use red plasma missiles, but there are two very obvious problems with them. First, it is only available to those characters who are lucky enough to take the specialization for crafting these missiles. And as we all know, these specializations are completely random. The second, equally important problem is the cost of crafting, which not everyone can afford alone. Therefore, all interested parties must provide materials for crafting these unique missiles. It is necessary to work together for a common victory. More about this in a couple of minutes. Another important part of preparation is food buffs. You see, Manibus has a unique ability to massively reduce the sanity of all players. Therefore, it is extremely important to drink corn ale before the battle, to protect yourself from this attack. The next stage of preparation will be the construction of fortifications. On our server, we prefer to split into 2 groups and build separate outposts on the hills. It is important to bring materials for building fortifications and, most importantly, guns, not only for yourself but also for other players. Also, do not forget to cover the resonator itself, but not too much, about this a little later. The second step is organization. The most important stage is the organization of the entire process. It is impossible to just show up, start Prime War and Nightmare difficulty and hope for a positive result. The key difference between Manibus and other bosses in Prime War is that he will not be alone. In addition to the main boss, 2 other bosses will spawn at the same time, approximately equal in strength to the bosses from the previous difficulty levels. That is, your team needs to fight 3 bosses at once. Under such conditions, you need a leader. Someone must take on the burden of responsibility and organize everything in such a way that no adjustments need to be made during the battle itself. You need to instruct all the people before the event starts, because it will be virtually impossible to change anything in battle. Everybody should know their positions on outposts and targets they should prioritize. The third step is action. At this stage of the game, and we are talking about the first weeks after release, you should be prepared for huge lags, freezes, stutters, and stuff like that. That is why you need to prepare everything before the battle starts, because even chatting can be extremely challenging. The players with red plasma missiles have to shoot Manibus itself. The players with regular biomass missiles have to prioritize secondary bosses. All other players must be focused on ads that will spawn continuously. None of the players should be near Resonator, because Manibus can one-shot them and deal instant damage to the Resonator itself, leading you to defeat. It is better to avoid players from teleporting on site during the battle, because they will be teleported right to Resonator, causing extra attention from the Manibus. At least you can leave the space for them to escape, so it's better not to build it permanently with walls. Overall, Manibus is extremely interesting and unusual boss. You should definitely try your skills in the fight against him. And if you are interested in learning more about weapon skills, I strongly recommend watching the following video.